Today's video dives into another wild HOA drama that starts with what seems like a minor zoning issue, but quickly explodes into one of the most epic revenge stories you'll hear. Picture this. A dedicated Army colonel returns from deployment overseas, only to find his family's cherished 1950s lakefront mansion, built by his World War II veteran grandfather as a peaceful fishing retreat, reduced to nothing but rubble and dust. No prior warning, no proper hearing, no chance to appeal. The HOA slapped him with a $45,000 bill for the cleanup and demolition they ordered themselves, claiming emergency zoning violations while he was thousands of miles away serving the country. This place wasn't just a house. It was 3 generations of Thornfield family history. Grandpa taught his son, who taught the colonel, who now shared those same lessons. Patience on the dock, precision with the cast, fixing things in the old workshop with his 16-year-old son during their precious annual visits. After a tough divorce and years managing PTSD from an IED blast in Afghanistan, this lake spot was his anchor, his sanctuary. Now it was gone, childhood photos scattered in the dirt, the workshop's brass surveying tools buried under broken concrete. Walking the debris felt eerily like post-blast scenes from Kandahar. Glass crunching under boots, old instincts kicking in. The villain, Kendall Westbrook, the HOA president. 38, luxury real estate broker, white Range Rover, always in designer athleisure with flawless blonde hair and that signature manicured nail click when scheming. She ran the community like her personal kingdom, especially good at spotting violations on properties owned by military families or anyone absent for long stretches. Turns out, her real game was far darker. She orchestrated an emergency architectural review while the colonel was deployed, passed shady new waterfront standards in a tight vote. His proxy mysteriously vanished, mailed the demolition notice to his overseas address, so it arrived after the bulldozers had already done their work. She even supervised the tear down personally, snapping photos she claimed were for compliance records, but likely for her development pitch book. The plan: clear the 5-acre prime lakefront parcel, subdivided into 8 luxury lots worth over $3 million total. The obstacle: a 70-year family claim standing in the way. They figure a soldier halfway around the world couldn't fight back. Huge miscalculation. Back home in a camping trailer on the ruined lot, facing that $45,000 invoice plus escalating daily cleanup fees, even for his own trailer, insurance stalling because no permits existed, neighbors suddenly avoiding eye contact, and his son defending him online against cruel posts. It all hit hard. But military training doesn't fade. He started gathering intel methodically, requested meeting minutes, documented everything, pulled out Grandpa's old surveying gear to remeasure boundaries with precision. The first big reveal came from the insurance investigator. No demolition permits filed with the county, no environmental checks, nothing legal. This wasn't enforcement. It was criminal destruction. Worse, the investigator flagged a pattern. Similar emergencies on other properties Kendall targeted for flips or developments. Then the real bombshell, a professional survey, with help from an Army buddy turned civil engineer, showed the original 1947 county deeds gave the colonel's land 200 extra feet of lakefront, enough to include the entire community beach access road, boat ramp, parking area, dock, and even the pavilion where HOA meetings happened. For 15-plus years, 60-plus homes have been trespassing daily on his private property without any easement agreements ever recorded. Grandpa's handwritten notes from his railroad surveying days warned future generations to protect those lines. Adverse possession, blocked by federal protections for deployed service members. Suddenly, the power flipped. The community depended on his land for lake access. Lose it, and every nearby home could drop $50,000 to $100,000 in value overnight. Kendall escalated with fake environmental setbacks, $1,000 daily fines, a lowball $400,000 buyout offer, land worth millions, even a locked gate blocking his driveway to trigger PTSD flashbacks and isolate him psychologically. Private security showed up claiming restricted HOA property, but folded fast when shown real surveys. No authority, just trespassing with guns. He documented relentlessly, Security cams caught Kendall's Range Rover parked illegally daily, kids biking through, boats launching. Filed trespass complaints against dozens of households for years of unauthorized use. Installed hidden hydraulic barriers, military surplus style, app-controlled, right at the true property line. 18-inch steel plates that could rise instantly to block vehicles without harm. The climax. The annual Lake Days Festival. Maximum crowd. Cars and trailers pouring in across his road. At peak density, he triggered the barriers remotely. Boom! 60-plus vehicles trapped between steel and water. Confusion erupted. Horns blared. Kids asked why they couldn't leave. News crews, tipped off anonymously, captured all. He took the PA mic with calm briefing voice, explained the 1947 deed, the illegal demolition, the fraud of collecting HOA fees for access they had no right to provide. Kendall grabbed the mic to spin it, accidentally admitting boundaries were adjusted for community benefit. On camera, live. Sheriff arrived. Arrests followed for fraud and conspiracy. HOA board resigned in panic. Developers bolted. Within days, the community settled $2. $16 million plus retroactive access fees, permanent easements at fair $200 per month per household, with adjustments, insurance payout for the house plus punitives. He rebuilt a new, better lakefront home honoring Grandpa, added veteran support spaces, launched a therapeutic fishing program for combat vets with PTSD, set up scholarships for military kids and engineering. The lake that healed Grandpa after World War II now helps a new generation. Community transformed. Transparent HOA rules. Veteran rep on the board. Everyone finally appreciating the veteran they once shunned. If you're into satisfying justice, veteran smarts, crushing corruption, and a clean, well-earned payoff after months of hell, this one's pure gold. Bell subscribe for more weekly chaos, funny, outrageous HOA stories that always deliver. Speech balloon comment. What would you do if they bulldoze your family legacy while you were deployed? Drop your state too. Let's see where these nightmares hit hardest. Warning disclaimer. These are fictionalized narratives inspired by real-life HOA themes, made for entertainment. No real events, names, or people are depicted. Any similarities are coincidental.